Hi everyone. I'm here to tell you a bit of a story and hopefully inspire you to reach beyond science. So let me tell you the story of who I am. So I've always been interested in science. I've always loved chemistry, and I knew that right from a very early age, and that's probably true of many of you in this room. So I get to the end of high school, going to do a science degree. Actually, I wanted to do medicine, didn't get in. I think that's a great thing that I didn't get in. And off I go on my journey in science. Fast forward a few years, and I'm not working in a lab. So I'd worked in a couple of labs, right through from the time I started doing my science degree, through to the first year or two afterwards. And then I landed a job at this place called the National Association of Testing Authorities. And many of you who end up leaving university, not doing an academic career, will end up in a laboratory that is NATA accredited. And I was, if you like, one of the lucky people who got to work for this organisation. And I had the privilege of visiting lots and lots of laboratories and seeing lots and lots of really interesting science. But as you'll see in this picture, I'm not wearing a white coat, I'm not in a laboratory, I'm sitting there with some papers and books and some people, and we're talking and exchanging information. In the process of this time at NATA, I actually decided I needed to get some other skills in business. I had the lovely scientific part of my brain that had always been working away, but I decided I needed to fill the gaps. And don't be afraid to reach out and fill those gaps. It's an important thing in getting that sort of information into your brain and broadening your horizons. The reason why I like this particular picture too is that it shows my mum and dad. And both of those people were so supportive and inspirational and encouraging for me to even get into science, let alone move forward in other qualifications and other areas that were beyond a little bit of science. So that's one of my tips. Find your champions that will support and encourage you, and that will sustain you in your career. A bit later, I decided I needed to use a different side of my brain again, and I embark on an arts law degree. I know when I was at uni doing science, I thought, why on earth would anybody want to do an arts degree? I did, in politics and international relations, and I did law. The reason why I wanted to do law particularly was because I wanted to help people in science make use of the law, and they needed somebody who understood what their business was, what their words were, and unfortunately most people that end up in law don't have a science degree, did not do science post year 10, and so all of that vocabulary and common nomenclature, if you like, of expression was lost. So this is a picture of me earlier this year. I was admitted as a solicitor in the Supreme Court of New South Wales. That sounds very fancy. It means I can help people with their legal problems. But the thing that is common across all of these pictures are my analytical and problem-solving skills. And that's the skill that we all get in science, and you should not underestimate it. Not everybody has those skills. So use them to your advantage in your career. So, as I mentioned, somewhere in the middle of all of this, I discovered two key things. The first thing is, I really like this picture. Not all chemists wear white coats, and as you would have seen, I wasn't wearing a white coat. I like this picture because my dream was to always go to Antarctica. I haven't realised that yet, but anyway, it also talks about the variety of careers that chemistry can give you. And the other thing is that in this world, I managed to create my own business and use all my skills in that area. So that's pretty much where I've ended up, having a business, starting a law career, and helping people with management systems and analytical science. It was not what I imagined when I started doing my science degree. Thank you.